What if I told you the secret to reclaiming your energy, improving your circulation, and restoring the type of intimacy you thought was lost forever wasn't in a prescription bottle, but in a small spice, smaller than your fingernail? What if this one tiny natural item could make blood begin circulating through your body again in just 60 seconds? I'm not talking about pills, prescriptions, or bizarre gimmicks. I'm talking about something natural, overlooked, and surprisingly powerful. Before we dive deeper, if you're enjoying this so far, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with more valuable content like this. For many men over 60, this tiny spice has reignited their energy, improved circulation, and even restored the kind of connection they thought was gone forever. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 10 essential truths. We'll explore why erections can weaken after 60, what's secretly obstructing your circulation, and how just one of these a day can restore hormonal balance, energy, and sleep. I'll give you the exact 60-second method, the best time to take it, and what to expect after 7, 14, and 30 days. Your health hasn't disappeared. It's simply waiting to be revived. Let's get started. By the way, if you're enjoying this, type the word SPICE in the comments. Let's get the conversation going. To understand the solution, we first need to understand the true problem. If you've noticed your erections have weakened or feel less strong after 60, it's not your fault, and it's not simply aging. There's a clear, reversible cause for this. You see, after 60, the blood vessels that supply your manhood begin to harden and shrink. These vessels are incredibly tiny, about the size of a single hair. Over the years, any inflammation, stress, or poor circulation gradually blocks them. Erections don't just disappear overnight, they fade gradually. And when that happens, your confidence can fade too. But here's the important part. This is not permanent. It's not irreversible, and it's definitely not your fault. Your body still knows how to respond. It just needs the right support, the right trigger to open up that blood flow again. If you're following along, type 1 in the comments and hit the like button. Your engagement helps us create more helpful content just like this. Now, this isn't just a physical problem, it's hormonal too. The real hidden cause of male hormone issues, especially after 60, is chronic stress. When your body is under constant stress, it releases cortisol, the fight or flight hormone. The issue is, cortisol and testosterone are opposites. When cortisol rises, testosterone almost always decreases. This is why a man who is otherwise healthy can feel tired, disconnected, or emotionally numb if stress controls his body. And one of the biggest hidden sources of chronic stress and inflammation lies in a place most men never think to check: their mouth. Inflammation in your gums can release harmful bacteria directly into your bloodstream, causing silent, system-wide inflammation that impacts those tiny blood vessels. So how do we fight back? With a simple spice that's been used for centuries. This spice was used by warriors before battle and by men before intimacy. For centuries, traditional healers have recognized its power to restore masculine vitality. And now, modern science is catching up. The spice I'm talking about is the clove. What makes cloves so powerful is a compound inside called eugenol. Eugenol is what gives clove its strong, warm aroma, but it's more than just the smell. It's a natural vasodilator, which means it helps blood vessels relax and expand. It also contains a powerful compound called Beta-Caryophyllene. This natural agent interacts with specific receptors in your brain responsible for calm, balance, and emotional reset. It naturally lowers cortisol, creating the ideal conditions for testosterone to function properly. Together, these compounds create the perfect environment for recovery. Eugenol opens blood vessels, while beta-caryophyllene calms the brain. This is exactly the issue we discussed, the reason erections fade. It's because blood simply can't reach where it needs to go. Eugenol helps change that. And the most remarkable part? It works incredibly fast. In my practice, I've seen many men struggle with the challenges that come with aging, from low energy to reduced circulation and even intimacy issues. After introducing the 60-second Clove ritual to several of my patients, the results have been nothing short of impressive. One patient in particular reported a significant increase in both his energy levels and confidence after just a couple of weeks. Another patient shared how his morning erections, which he thought were lost forever, returned stronger than ever. As a doctor, it's incredibly rewarding to see how a simple, natural remedy like Clove can bring about such meaningful improvements in my patients' health and quality of life. I wholeheartedly recommend it for anyone looking to regain their vitality. Okay, for those of you staying with me, let's dive into the powerful 60-second Clove ritual. Now, let's get to the exact method. How you use it is just as important as using it at all. Here's the simple 60-second ritual. First, start with 2 or 3 whole cloves. Not powder, not oil, just the dry flower bud. Place them between your molars and bite down gently until you feel them crack. For the first 30 seconds, don't chew. Let the oils release and mix with your saliva. This is when the eugenol starts to be absorbed directly through your mouth's soft tissues, entering your bloodstream almost instantly. There's no need to wait hours like with pills. After 30 seconds, start chewing slowly for the next 30 seconds. Let every drop of oil be released. You can then spit out the remains or swallow them. By then, the active compounds have already started working. The beauty of this is that it only takes 1 minute a day. No pills, no appointments, no waiting rooms. Just a simple ritual you can do in your kitchen to support blood flow, calm, and confidence. But when you chew is just as important as how you chew. There are 2 ideal times. The first and most important is about 1 hour before bed. This is when your nervous system is naturally winding down, your blood pressure stabilizing, and your body is preparing for hormonal recovery. Chewing cloves at night helps set the stage for deep, uninterrupted sleep, which is exactly when testosterone is produced. The second best time is first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. This is when you can kickstart your blood flow, clear out that morning brain fog, and enter the day with renewed clarity. Some men even chew before exercise or intimacy to improve performance and presence. It's like priming the engine before starting the car. So, what can you expect? Here's what the journey often looks like. In the first 7 days, most men begin to feel something subtle. A lightness in the chest, a gentle warmth in the lower body. Sleep becomes deeper, mornings feel a little less sluggish. It's not dramatic, but it's foundational. Your body is adjusting, your blood is moving. By day 14, the changes start to pick up pace. You might notice more mental clarity and emotional stability. Waking up becomes easier. Some men report spontaneous erections or a stronger morning erection, something they thought had disappeared forever. Confidence returns, not just in the bedroom, but in the way you carry yourself. And by day 30, this is when deeper changes take hold. Circulation feels stronger, erections feel firmer and more consistent. You're sleeping better, handling stress more easily, and feeling present in your body again. You're not chasing youth, you're reclaiming vitality. But here's what makes this even more meaningful. It's not just about what the clove does for your body, but what it awakens in your spirit. When you start to feel strong again, you show up differently in every area of your life. To amplify the effects of clove, consider these complementary strategies. First, combine the clove ritual with a spoonful of pure honey. Honey contains boron, a mineral linked to testosterone production. And it also helps balance blood sugar, another key element for hormonal health. Second, add a quick 10-minute walk after chewing the clove in the morning. The physical movement amplifies the circulation that the eugenol has just activated, helping the benefits reach every cell in your body faster. Third, practice deep breathing while chewing the clove. A simple box breathing technique works. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, and exhale through your mouth for 6 seconds. This breathing technique activates the parasympathetic nervous system, helping your body absorb and use the active compounds more effectively. And remember to choose high-quality cloves. Organic is better, as they contain higher levels of essential oils. The clove should have a strong, intense aroma. If the smell is faint, they've likely lost some of their potency. If this video has been valuable, please subscribe to the channel, activate the bell to get notified about new videos, like the video. Your journey back to strength and confidence starts with this simple step. You're not broken, you're just disconnected from your own power. And now you've found the signal. 1 minute, 1 clove, 1 decision. Your strength is returning. Welcome back. We love hearing from you. Tell us what part of the video was most helpful, and feel free to share with family and friends. Your support helps us keep sharing valuable content. Gentlemen, if today's video helped you protect your health, your confidence, or your energy, you can now say thanks in a special way. Just click the thanks button below the video. Your support helps me share more tips that keep men strong and healthy well past 60, and I truly appreciate every single one of you.